Note page 8, the campaign trail. As you've learned, the goal of any political party is to win elections, get more of their candidates elected into the government than the other political party can. So, leading up to an election, the parties and the candidates go on something called the campaign trail. The campaign trail is where they are furiously trying to convince the electorate, the voters, that their candidate is the best one for the job. The campaign trail usually begins in September. That's when you start seeing more and more political ads on television and more political signage up on roads. And they stay on the trail until Election Day in November. When they're out campaigning, the candidates' days are filled nonstop with travel, speeches, rallies, lots of fundraisers because campaigning is expensive. They'll do interviews with the media. They'll answer questions. They'll be doing debates just non-stop. You and I, we know that it's the campaign season whenever we start seeing all the ads on TV. Now, the campaigning is expensive. For example, in the 2020 presidential campaign, there were three main candidates: Trump, the Republican, Biden, the Democrat, and Jorgensen, who belongs to a third party known as the Libertarians. And Trump raised in total $680 million, and he spent every last penny of it on his campaign because it is expensive. Biden raised and spent $731 million, and Jorgensen was only able to raise and spend $2 million. As you can see from the money, third-party candidates are at a disadvantage. So where do they get the money from? The donations come in from moms and dads and ordinary citizens who decide, I'll vote for that candidate, plus I'll donate money to help them campaign. Another large source of money comes from political action committees. They're known as PACs. And they're simply groups of people who raise the money and then spend it themselves advertising for their candidate. Campaigning for office is very, very expensive. The two major political parties, Democrat and Republican, they have an advantage when it comes to fundraising.